Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter World, where today we are going to be taking on our very first Arc-Tempered monster in the form of Arc-Tempered Kirin, because it's what's around right now. So let's go ahead and grab the quest. I'm wearing a modified version of my survival set that should be good for this Kirin. I hope it's good enough. I'm going to use a voucher just in case that might help us get another ticket, because you got to get 7 tickets from this jerk if you want to make the whole armor set and the layered armor. Yeah, that's what I've got going on with this set. The guts coming from the weapon, everything else on the set. So yeah, I've got stun res because if I do get Thunderblighted, I don't want to get stunned. And I can only fit 1 point of paralysis resistance. I could drop some Divine Blessing, but I honestly feel like Divine Blessing or Speed Eating are gonna be more worthwhile. And yeah, just 1 point of para res, because our cat can actually give us immunity to para. So yeah. And that is my current equipment set. Yeah. And let's see here. I actually would like to get some element res large, so let's go ahead and pay with a voucher just to ensure we get skills. And let's... Well, actually... having both Moxie and Guts might not be the worst idea. But I think I'm going to go a custom platter here, because there's stuff that can benefit us a bit more than Moxie. I'm going to take that one little fresh thing. Yeah, I like Polisher. Acrobat. Could be good. No, if... we don't need feet. Rise or High is a good choice. Yeah, it looks like Rise or High is our next best thing. So there we go. Got all those food skills. Got my cat with the Valhazak weapon instead of the usual para weapon, because Kirin can't be paralyzed. Gonna go ahead and bring a couple of these just to make sure that we can start with max health. And then let's get going and fight this Arc-Tempered pony. From what I've heard, it's just more damage output, not more anything else. So I feel like this armor set ought to be enough, especially with the armor skin going on. Also, I am running with the Thunderproof and Temporal Mantles. I've used the Temporal Mantle on other monsters, and from what I can tell, it seems that it lets me actually, quote, dodge, end quote, attacks while doing a zero-sum discharge and without actually getting booted off the monster. So if that does end up being the case, then it's a really good mantle to have against monsters that do lots of damage. I'm just going to let this pony get a little higher up here. I do like fighting it here in the slide. All right, let's go for it. Okay, I pulled R2, but it did nothing. That happens sometimes. Not sure if it's the controller or the game, but it's definitely one of the two. Not a terrible opening. I do like how Arc-Tempered Kirin has a more metallic sheen to it. And its mane also has a kind of iridescence going on. Looks like I'm not going to get to do my finisher. Oh well. Shame the cat still does the stun negate drum beat when I'm already immune to stun. And since this thing's angry, let's go Temporal Mantle on. Simply because it's got the longer cooldown, we want it on cooldown earlier. So it doesn't dodge light attacks, only medium and heavy ones, which is why we took some damage there. It can also dodge attacks for you when you're in midair, which is neat. Do I get to do a finisher? I do! Hooray! I like how when the Kirin's there for the finisher, like, it's not moving at all. It's completely resigned to its fate. Of course, they have to move. Excuse you. So yeah, that right there was me dodging a lightning bolt while latched onto the Kirin. Like, it had the sound of the mantle kicking in, but the mantle did not cause me to get off of the monster. So it auto-dodges things for you, but only moves you when you can be moved. Which means the Temporal Mantle is just really freaking good. Ow. Can you get back over here into the slide? Thank you. Didn't mean to start climbing that, but whatever. It's too close to the top of the slide. You want to maybe come back down here, buddy? There you go. So what I should be doing is telling my cat to play the drums in hopes of getting the para res. Though actually I don't really need it right now because I've got this mantle, but hey, we got the negate para. I'm gonna have to grab those footprints next time I'm up there. I doubt arc-tempered footprints can get us arc-tempered quests, because this is an event quest specifically. But it'd be neat if we could just get random arc-tempered Kirin. Dang it, why does it have to be a Grimalkine over there? If it was a Gajalaka, then we could at least have it do something. Gajalaka Barrage is great, because it works on Elder Dragons. Grimalkines don't do nothing to Elder Dragons, which is really disappointing. I was not quite close enough there. Ow. My poor cat. Okay. Thank goodness our recovery was able to bring our health back above the guts threshold there. Because otherwise, I would have felt more need to heal right there instead of taking advantage of that knockdown. Of course, now I'm going to heal. Actually, let's use these Vigor Wasps. They're here. They're free. They heal for a lot. Ow. I need to sharpen up so I'm not bouncing. Uh-oh. Thanks, Polisher. If it wasn't for Polisher, I would not have finished sharpening there. Just eating that. So I learned recently, or realized, that easy rations will actually fill up your current stamina in addition to raising your max stamina, which makes them really great for if you want to like go a long distance without slowing down too much. Like, it feels like a bit of a waste, but it's not a huge waste. Let's not stand in that. Ow. Well, that wasn't nice. Ow. So yeah, this horse does do more damage than most, but it's nothing this armor set can't handle. So yeah, this thing definitely feels like it was overhyped. Though I have heard very, very good things about its armor. Like that it's basically regular Kirin Alpha, but slightly better and with better slots than Kirin Beta. And if that's the case, then I am really, really looking forward to Arc-Tempered Valhazak. Because, like, this set that I'm wearing is 3 pieces of Valhazak. So if I could make the set even better, then I'm all for that. Ow. Should have put on the temporal mantle first. This temporal mantle making zero-sum discharge safe is perhaps its greatest feature. Excuse you. Would have preferred latching onto the face, but we get what we can reach. Plus the explosion seems to still hit the face. We gotta catch up with that thing before this mantle wears off. Because that's the one thing about the temporal mantle is its recharge is not terribly fast and it doesn't last terribly long. Like, there's not a whole lot. Oh, really, Kirin? And grammar. There are not a whole lot of mantles with faster cooldowns. It's mostly just the elemental res ones. Get up here, pony. Thank you. Yeah, mostly just the element res ones and also the apothecary mantle. But yeah, like this one's got a faster recharge than the vitality mantle. But it also lasts for 30 fewer seconds. Vitality mantle lasts for 120, or is it 90? It's one of the two. And the temporal mantle lasts 30 fewer. That's what I remember. Ow. And this is where the 1 point of para-res comes in. Unfortunately, it was not enough, but let's... There we go. Back above guts. Still haven't used guts. Thunderproof mantle on. Yeah. I would be using the Xeno version of this weapon, if not for guts, which I felt would be useful against this pony, but it's pretty clear I don't really seem to need it. We're doing pretty all right without it. Had a couple scares, but have yet to use guts. And we've done enough damage to this thing that I imagine we're not... Ow. not too far away from getting this thing down. And since my cat just gave us the recovery horn, I'm going to have this Astera Jerky because they stack, and they stack to hilarious effect. Dang it. Like, if I get sent flying by an attack, the health that I can recover, the yellow health, like, I'll just eat this. It's back before I can get up. Mixing the recovery speed up armor skill with recovery speed up from an item and recovery speed up from a cat or from a hunting horn results in crazy fast recovery, which I find just, it's amusing how fast you can recover. Let's go ahead and sharpen here. Gonna need it pretty soon anyway. And there's our pony. Dang it. If only it was Temporal Mantle, I wouldn't have taken that hit. And apparently we got to the end of the slide before my input was received. Was hoping I would be far enough out of that, but I was not. And this mantle is almost gone. Ow. And there it goes. Ow. I turned back around a little too fast there. And that was just me being stupid. But hey, we can fix our mistakes pretty quickly thanks to the speed eating. And then our recovery fixes the rest of the mistake. Yeah, that's right. Come down here into the slide. It's more fun than up there. Again. Thanks, Kirin. Hey, cat, can you give me some para-res? I kind of need it. Okay, you see, negate stun doesn't help me, cat. I'm already immune to stun. I'm also immune to Thunderblight. And I see the skull on this Kirin. It's close to dead. I appreciate that. We'll go ahead and save the Temporal Mantle for when it's up in its sleepy time area. Because otherwise it's just going to head over there pretty soon and we don't want to end up wasting a lot of our Temporal Mantle. Yeah, here it goes. So we'll just follow him on up. Or rather, we'll lead it up. And I just realized I forgot to actually go and grab the footprint that we saw earlier. Oh well, it's not a huge deal. Feel free to take a nap, Kirin. I won't do anything nasty. Yeah, that's right. Nothing nasty at all. Let's actually put on this mantle now, and then just do that. Come on, buddy. Quit getting away from me. Just need to fill up this meter. Well, I'm not going to fill it up on what energy I've got, but if I was able to fill it up, then I could just start trying to do more zero sums. My depth perception seems to be pretty bad today. Go ahead and recharge there. Pony. Pony! I'm beginning to feel like this thing doesn't want to be zero-sum discharged. And yet zero-sum discharge is all I want to do. This thing, oh, our mantle wore off, and I wasn't paying attention. There we go. Get a little bit more health. Let's toss some dragon pods at this pony. And now let's sharpen. Thanks, Polisher. Ow. Ow. You know, I really wish we could fight Kirin in more areas than just the Coral Highlands. I feel like it could be interesting if Kirin would also sometimes go down to the Rotten Vale. Because poor Valhazak only has one turf war, and it's with Odogaron, who only shows up with Valhazak in a single quest. And Kirin has no turf wars, whereas all the other Elder Dragons have turf wars with all the other Elder Dragons, basically. Like, Xeno'jiiva and Zora Magdaros don't count because they only ever show up by themselves, but still. I feel like it would be interesting if we could at least fight Kirin in different environments. Plus, the Rotten Vale is connected to this place. I don't think it would be that good if Valhazak came up here, because it just doesn't make sense. But Kirin going down there, like, I don't see anything that would really prevent that. Other than maybe lack of open airness preventing the Kirin from wanting to go down there, because maybe it needs access to the sky for its thunder. I guess that would make some sense. Ow. Mantle's about to wear off. Oops, was not watching my meter. And got punished for it. Seriously, it's leaving? That's annoying. Oh well, it'll die in the next area for sure. Would have been nice if it was still there when I sliced. Uh-oh. Read me like a book. Ow. Oof. Thought I was clear. Apparently, not quite. Thankfully, we still have yet to use guts, and the Kirin is gone. So yeah, that's Arc-Tempered Kirin. It's basically just a tempered Kirin, but with higher damage output. That's it. Hi, Paratoad. I'm immune to para right now. That's right. I defeated a Paratoad. I still wish that we could use our capture net to grab wedge beetles, because they look cool. And I want one for my room, but can't grab them. So this quest tends to give some stream stones. By the way, this is the second time I've done it. But yeah, I like stream stones if they're for axes. At least it wasn't for a lance this time. Hey, silver large. Still need a gold large, as evidenced by the fact that it said that we got silver large. I also need gold small. I don't have any gold crowns for Kirin. So, now that I've done it twice, we actually do have 2 Kirin tickets. Which means a couple things. First, we can check out its armor, because you just need 1 Kirin ticket to be able to see all the Kirin Gamma armor. So let's go ahead and take a look. So, let's just go on down here to Kirin Gamma. The handicraft is from my charm, but everything else is what you can look forward to on this armor. It's not bad. And then if you look at the slots, it's even nicer. It's got a good amount of level 2 slots and a level 3 slot. Not a bad set. And then we can also go grab the layered armor. Because that you can't actually look at until you've already bought it. So let's go ahead and buy it.
How you doing?
Oh, I want complete deliveries. So if we just go ahead and buy that, then we can check out this Blossom layered armor, because all the screenshots I've seen of it have been for female characters. So let's see how it looks on a male character. All right. Not bad. Very shiny. I like how both the pants and the chaps change color. Like most armors, you would only see one or the other do it. Of course, the sleeves don't change color, just the vest. Oh, yeah. Not a bad layered set. And with that, we are done with this episode. So join us next time for Tempered Valhazak. That should be in about 2 weeks. Unless they decide to release something else before then, in which case we'll come back for whatever that something else is. But yeah, see you for Tempered Valhazak, if not sooner. Because I really, really want the Valhazak Gamma gear. Yeah, see you then, friends.